Guys, I'm really annoyed today. Something happened that really pissed me off. Now, come with me. So, we're living in a world where challenge people's belief. I believe we still can, right? And if somebody is out there pushing a new idea, a new revolution type, with no action, just theories, we can challenge that, right? I believe we have the right to challenge that. And that's what I wanted to do today. And not only just challenge, I wanted to also educate myself into the thing that these guys are preaching to each other. So today I decided to buy a ticket to go to this Marxism Manchester Day today. I wanted to do that. I wanted to go and learn what these guys are preaching. But you wouldn't believe what happened. You wouldn't believe. Now, the event is taking place on this side. Now I'm going to walk there. I'm not going to go there to cause trouble, but I'm going there to report to you what happened to me. So let's just walk there. Walk with me, right? Walk with me. So that building over there, as you can see, there's police presence everywhere. There's people talking. I do not want to get close because I don't want them to come at me again. I wanted to go there to learn and educate myself about what is Marxism. What is it all about? I mean, I want to learn the theory more than I did in school or at home because I'm all self-taught. I wanted to go and learn and be like, what are these guys preaching to each other? What is it? What's going on? That's what I wanted to do. But apparently you can't do that because as soon as I entered the building, a woman came to me. She looked at my face. I was thinking, all right, that's normal. That's fine. And then she said, you are the guy that's asking questions. I'm like, nobody's asking questions here too? Are you telling me everybody's coming, nobody will be asking questions? Yeah, that's a problem apparently. No more questions. And I thought it was a joke. I literally thought it was a joke. I thought she was like, yeah, just talking. I was like, yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you after. And I walked in. I signed in. Yeah, I said, it's me. I showed them my ticket. I really did buy a ticket because you can't go in without a ticket. It's a building. I bought a ticket. I showed them my ticket and then we went in. Now we're in. Before I even entered the room where the chairs were, where the professors are behind the table ready to start preaching, before I even entered that, 3 people came to me. 3. They came to me, they're like, could you, what's the thing that they said? Could you come here for a second? Yes, can we talk to you for a second? And I was thinking, yeah, seconds. Very quick, right? Just seconds. I'll be in a minute. I need to go and grab the front seat. So a second won't matter. So I gave them a second. It turned into a minute. Minute turns into 5 minutes. We're arguing now. And what are we saying? What are they saying to me? They're saying I can't go in. Why? Because I'm a far-right, nationalist, racist, anti all these things. Anti-Islam. Don't care about Gaza, all this thing. I'm here to challenge, I'm here to cause trouble. Oh, for their safety, they have to kick me out. Does that really make sense? It doesn't. I'm really annoyed because I was actually so passionate. I invested so much time and energy to come here to town so then I can get to learn what these guys are preaching today. But the fact that they kicked me out like a dog for just being the guy who asked questions, that's kind of strange to you because we're living in a democracy. I think we still have freedom of speech. We can challenge stuff that's been preached to us. We can challenge professors. We can ask them questions, sometimes uncomfortable questions. But apparently we can't do that anymore because if we do, we are far right. If we do, we are racist. If we do, we are Nazis. Now, I believe they're in there now. It starts at 11 o'clock. They are in there right now, probably just preaching to young people. Because as you can probably notice, right, there's a lot of young people who are just walking past. These are the people who they are targeting, young people. I believe I'm still young, so I wanted to go in. Apparently, don't be too young. Don't be young asking questions. Only the ones who don't ask questions are allowed in there. That's a problem. Because here's one thing that I thought still exists. I thought if somebody was to put something on the table or somebody was to bring in new ideas, we as citizens, we as the constituents, we're allowed to ask them questions. We're allowed to ask them, uncomfortable questions. We're allowed to scrutinize their idea. That's why I thought we still have in this society, in this country. But we don't have that on the left. Because these guys are saying everybody's welcome here. But No, do not ask any questions though. That's a problem. Now come. I don't want to get too close to the building because I might get arrested because they've just kicked me out. I do not want to get in trouble here. Of course, they gave me my refund back. They literally kicked me out. They gave me back my money. That's how quick it was. They gave back my money. They're like, get out. Security. There was 5 people on me. Why? Because they feared that I was going to ask questions. That's fucking insane. Yo, how? Because if you are a professor, if you called yourself a professor, right? You are in school. The professor that's preaching right now is a professor in Leicester University. And there's many other people who are out there talking and giving their ideas out. And I have no problem with that, of course. But I think they should welcome people like me who don't agree with their idea. They should welcome people like me. Think of how think of the benefit that would give them. Somebody who disagrees with them gets to ask them questions, and somebody who disagrees with them gets to see the other side. Or maybe somebody who disagrees with them gets to agree with some of their philosophies. Think of how great that really is. That's impactful. That's what great debaters used to do. They never used to go and debate the people who already agree with them. They used to go and put them in a situation where everybody wants to eat them alive. Verbally, of course. But today's debaters, today's professors, they do not want to talk to people like myself who just want to ask some basic questions like, hey, well, what do you think of Marxism? Or why do we need this? How beneficial will it be to us? How can this change my life as a young 24-year-old? These are basic questions. They don't want to confront that. They don't want it. So guess what? They'll just get 5 people to kick me out. And I'm so pissed and I'm so ashamed of calling myself a Mancunian because that is what took place today in Manchester. Thank you so much. So then I was born in a refugee camp in Tanzania. At the time, there's so many people ran there. A lot of people were going there, real refugees, after being butchered from the civil war that erupted in Congo. My parents applied for asylum to all the countries. They waited. Now, then I was born in that camp, the same camp. I'm talking tents. I was born there. Now, we're waiting and waiting. For 14 years, we were waiting. Now, of course, these guys could choose to wait as well, but these guys hijacked that and they come in the country illegally. Now, the media will brand you guys racist, far right, the worst people here, the worst group here. How come the good group didn't invite me to go speak over there? So, I call this the greatest awakening because all the way from over there, there's hundreds of people turning up. It's a Saturday, for God's sake. They could easily go around and watch football and have fun, go on a date, do all the lovely stuff they could do. But instead, they want to stand here, rain or not. They're ready to send a message. And I believe the message will be received today. Thank you so much.
For anybody in the back who struggled to hear this young man's story, what incredible, brave young man.
Oh yes, I agree.
British Christian values, regardless of his own beliefs. Let's hear it for Baraka.
Thank you.